What's going on, guys? This is Double Orange 927 here, back again for another video. And today I am discussing the trailer for Battlefield 1. I was about to say 4, funny. But yeah, guys, I'm going to give my reactions and reviews and just overall say what I think. So I'm showing you the trailer now.
First on Xbox One with EA access.
So yeah, guys, that was the trailer. It looked pretty darn sick, guys. Like, the honest truth is, I really got excited after seeing that. So Battlefield 1 looks pretty darn good. And it's like, it looks pretty cool. It's really awesome that it's going back to the World War I setting, kind of going back to the past, avoiding this future BS. And it's like now it's just becoming really, really good looking. And unlike Call of Duty, where it's like the graphics engine just is kind of outdated and junk, this game looks like the engine was pushed to its limits. Look, I know about, like DICE says about, you know, hey, this is the engine and stuff, and it's like most games say that and it doesn't look as good in the final product. But with DICE's track record, it usually looks just as good. Think of like Battlefield 4 and Battlefront. They usually look just as good, if not better. So knowing that record, we are expected to look just as good as that, if not even better looking. And that's like really good, because Battlefield right now, it has a chance. It really does. It has a chance of claiming that crown of the dominant FPS. And I've been wanting to see this. The day that Battlefield finally brings COD to its knees. I've been waiting for an opportunity for this to finally happen. Because look, at the end of the day, guys, yes, Call of Duty, is it a bad franchise? No. But in the end, does it earn its place nowadays as the dominant FPS? And in my opinion, it doesn't. Call of Duty in the recent years has failed to listen to the fans and to its true audiences. COD has now devolved itself into just being futuristic crap that only inspires stuff from other games in order to maintain its relevance. And unfortunately, this is it's unacceptable. Call of Duty has an audience that wants things out of it, and it's failed to deliver. For 3 games now, we have had the same problem consistently occur. That's either too futuristic or it just has a bunch of business BS. It fails to grasp that, you know, it doesn't. Nothing COD has changed has been good. All of Battlefield's changes have been good, with the exception of probably the battle packs. Those are probably the only exceptions. But aside from that, all of the changes that Battlefield has made have usually been for the better. Dynamic weather, destructible environments, different, you know, the way the map changes as the battle progresses, and genuinely the expansion of more player counts, more vehicular combat. Battlefield is designed as a game to represent a simulator of warfare, and it does it well. It does it better than I could argue any other game couldn't do it as well as Battlefield did. Battlefield immerses yourself in this fun, epic warfare of full-fledged experiences, and the fact that there's always something to learn in the game. It never gets stale because there's always new things to explore and learn and get creative. Battlefield is a sandbox system, and it's easily probably one of, if not the best sandbox game I have probably played in my life. You know, like Halo has, you know, when comparing it to a game like Halo, it's like, yes, Halo is great for sandboxes, but Battlefield turns Halo's sandbox and turns it into a Battlefield. It's like, Halo's the sandbox, Battlefield is the battlefield, and then COD is just like a playground now. It's just a place where it's like you're just there to just play the game and not do much else. Battlefield is a place of opportunity, of creativity and immersion, and it pushes it beyond the limits of capabilities, while COD just sticks to its old ideas. Battlefield pushes the next-gen capabilities to its limits. Honestly, this year, Battlefield deserves its place, and overall, it has been working its way to it, starting with Battlefield 3 and working its way to Battlefield 4, and then now this, and it's now an opportunity. COD has had more rejection this year than I think any other COD has in the history of the franchise. Now is Battlefield's chance to strike. Now is its chance to take its place, its rightful place, as the dominant shooter of the FPS. And honestly, Battlefield would never do negative trends across shooters, because it's like, rather, what it would do is that it would push the game. If Battlefield was the dominant shooter, the gaming industry would be a much more better and healthy place, because it would push games rather than trying to simplify itself to appeal to casuals. It would push games to try different opportunities of creativity. It would push Halo to go back to its original roots and instead just expand the horizon of what Halo's capable of. It would push, you know, Destiny to be the real open world game, because all of these shooters would be pushed because of Battlefield to test and expand its horizon, rather than just trying to be a simple cash crop that appeals to casuals. And that is the honest truth, because honestly, aside from Battlefield 4's failed launch, the only thing right now, and Dusk Thunder can't argue this, because in a way he has admitted it in one of our conversations and even some of his videos. The only thing that is now stopping Battlefield from crushing Call of Duty like the generic shooter that it is its simplistic skill gap. Because honestly, a game could be the best design in the world, but if people get frustrated with it, some people are going to get impatient and they're just not going to want to play it just because it's, you know, genuinely, you know, it just doesn't, it's hard to explain. It's just like, you know how sometimes when you lose 1,000 times in a video game, you just get frustrated and you just put it down, the remote down, and say, I'm done? Well, that's how Battlefield is sometimes. And I admit, I even go through these experiences sometimes. When I first played Battlefield, I got my A beaten all the freaking time. And even now, I'm still not that good. It's like I'm decent at the game. It's like I can get a decent amount of kills, and at least now I know how to contribute to the team. But it's overall, when I started, I was practically useless. I had nothing going for me, and I couldn't do much of anything. Battlefield is a hard game, and I'm not gonna lie and say it isn't. But that being said, people need to start learning now that there's more to games than just appealing to a casual friendly audience, and start learning now how to make games that push creativity. Because as a gamer, not as a casual person who comes home from work or school, but as a full-fledged gamer, playing a game like Call of Duty sometimes, at least through my view, can be sometimes horrendous. I don't enjoy the experiences of Call of Duty that much. because there's not really any experiences. When I play Call of Duty, I barely get any experiences, and honestly, it's just not in a position right now where it's like what experience could you get out of Call of Duty aside from saying I got a kill streak or I got this many kills in this certain way? There's not much out of a Call of Duty experience. Battlefield, there is a crap ton of experiences you can have. Experiences where when I'm on the heli and I have my guys drop C4 and freaking commence bombing runs all over the map, or the time when I went kamikaze in order to blow up a tank, or the time when on Operation Locker I had to flank the enemy in order to prevent them from pushing forward onto the sea base. All of these work so well, and it creates its own individual experiences. And not only that, but Battlefield, you can really choose to play however way you want. It's like Call of Duty, the only experience you can get is just being this guy running around shooting people. That's all the COD experience has to offer. But with Battlefield, you can choose to be the infantry, the operator, the destroyer of vehicles, or the pilot, or many different roles, and all these roles have its own unique experiences set in it. It's like it has so much more than just running around and shooting people and getting shot at. There's more to the experience. There's more to the game. And overall, that creates unique sandboxes. And not only that, but it's maps. The maps are creative. They're fun. And not only that, but they're unique. They don't blend together because each one has a different play style and different kinds of experiences. It all comes to fruition. It's like basically you always have this fun and unique experience that really, to be honest, you could never really get old of. Like, eventually I kind of leave Battlefield just because I will sometimes either get frustrated or I'm just not in the mood. But overall, there's never a time where I say when I do enter Battlefield, I get bored of it. While I don't hop on Battlefield that often, when I do, the experiences are freaking awesome. And that's contributing to the fact that Battlefield is a sandbox. After playing COD Advanced Warfare, nowadays I can barely play that game over an hour, and then I'm bored. I'm bored out of my mind. Because I'm always like, no, don't want to do this, don't want to do that, or there's not much to do here. And then it hits me, and I realize that COD as a game is flat. And it contradicts the whole thing about everything else. Because the way a game is judged and decided as a good game is by the collection of experiences it has and the intensity of those experiences. A game doesn't have to have the most content if the content that's in it is absolutely fantastic and has a lot of replay value. The same way of how sometimes a game with a crap ton of content can still be boring really quickly and suck because the content that's in it is really flat. And that's overall the key ideology. Battlefield is on the verge of victory, my friends, and if you can't accept that, then I'm sorry, but it's really the cold-hearted truth. Battlefield has gotten 1 million dislikes out of the full view range, and compared to COD, that has reached now almost 3 million dislikes, it's clear which side the table is leaning on. And am I arguing COD's not going to be successful this year? No, I bet it'll still sell well, just like every other Call of Duty. But eventually it will get to that point where the population turns, and then the next years to come will fall to Battlefield's favor. I have never been more excited upon a games industry right now, and I look forward to the future ahead, my friends. This is the truth. And the truth is heading its way later this year. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's my thoughts on Battlefield 1. And that's what I think overall Battlefield 1 will be and how it's going to impact the industry. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it up, subscribe, stay tuned to more content. And like I said, guys, your support means everything to me. I couldn't have gone this far without you. So, anywho, also before I go, I would like to credit Allier and Machinima's music. They're very fantastic, and you know, as long as it's alright with you guys, I look forward to keep using them in my videos. They're very fantastic, and yeah. So yeah, guys, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Please like it up, subscribe. If you have your own thoughts on Battlefield or the whole idea I had between Battlefield and Call of Duty, please state it in the comments below. I look forward to having the healthy debates, just not rage comments. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video, and until then, this is Double Orange 927, and peace out.